Good morning, Starshine. This is, well, it might not be morning actually at this point. This is Smadar from Song of Stones, and I'm here with this beautiful Australian chrysoprase stone. And what it reminds me of so powerfully is a water dragon. And when I typed in the title, water dragon, I saw an icon that looks very much like this this water dragon that I see in the stone. Let me know if you see that. That's so cool. And I just have to plug in, there we go, I just had to plug in my iPad so that I didn't cut off in the middle of the recording because I see my battery was low. So, hi everybody who's here. I'm very new to Instagram Lives, so and I can't talk and chew gum at the same time. So I'm going to focus on what I have to say and know that I see you guys here, and thanks for being here and thanks for watching. So I'm here, I'll mention again, with this Australian chrysoprase stone with the water dragon that looks very much like the icon in the title. So this is not the crystal that I thought I was going to come here with. I was going to either show up with the opal eye, which we started talking about last week, or I was going to continue talking about the crystal blades and the Novaculite. So I wanted to talk a little bit about more about how to cut ties to those things that we're attached to or are attached to us that are draining our energy. And maybe this water dragon is connected to that. I don't know. We'll see. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. But this guy was singing so powerfully this morning. It was just glowing. And I knew that this is the one that wanted to be shown and seen. And maybe you guys need this energy of green chrysoprase, this energy of water dragon. And what I wanted to talk to you about then instead, and we'll see if it ties together, sometimes it does, is it's great to have plans and it's great to choose your crystals and call on the ones that you are wanting to work with. But it's also good to be open to paying attention to what crystals are wanting to work with you as well. And it's not necessarily that you shouldn't work with the ones that you've gathered or that the ones that you're intending on working with. It's just maybe be open to bringing this one in instead, or working with the one that's singing with you for the moment and coming back to the other ones. And we humans are pretty stubborn that way. When we have plans, we don't like change in any way. And when we have plans, especially, we don't like changing them. Something happens, I guess it's a control thing, where I think there's a lot involved in that. It's a control thing for sure, but it's also a comfort thing. Knowing what's coming. We like to know. We want to know what's going to happen. We want to know how long it's going to happen for. And if anything comes up that shifts us out of that. It's it can be well, it can be annoying, it can be disruptive, it can be frustrating, but it can also be traumatic. And obviously, we're not going to suffer trauma when, you know, when one crystal is singing over another. But I'm speaking of change in general, and it can be traumatic. And I think that we humans are in the middle of that right now. And maybe that's part of it too. You know, we have our plans and we know what's happening. And it helps us because life is so unpredictable. Like, look at what's happening right now with the global pandemic, as well as other things. There's a lot going on in the world. There's the weather, there's the violence, there's the political stuff, and there's the health stuff. I think we've crossed the board as far as what we're experiencing. I don't think there's any parts of our lives that haven't been touched by what's happening in the world. So, yeah, when we have our plans, when we have those few things that we can control, we don't want anything to take us out of it. So, what I think that is coming to me to say right now is that when you leave yourself open, you can shift the language. Let me just say it this way. So when something else comes up, instead of seeing it as a disruption of our plans, we can shift the language a bit and see it as it being part of our plans all along and being part of the overall plan, being part of the universal plan. And if we can look at it that way, it helps a little. I'm not going to say it's going to take all the pain away, because it won't. Not at first, anyway. It takes a while for us to be that open. But it can really make things a lot easier. And I don't know, maybe that's part of what this water dragon has come to show us. That even the interruptions, even the things that don't seem so great, are part of the plan. And if we can remember that, the little disruptions, the detours, the interruptions can be a lot easier to handle. And of course, the crystals will always help us as far as our stress and our anxieties and our fears and our emotional upsets. They're the best that way. They are, I don't know, I'm trying to think of some healers that are better than the crystal beings. I mean, there's lots of beautiful remedies and healing modalities and lots of different ways to help ourselves. But I don't know. I guess I'm partial to the crystals. So this is the message, I guess, from this crystal. And you guys are also sharing your own thoughts, which I love, because there's never only one thing. It's all connected. And okay, so now I see the connection to the releasing of toxic energies, because it's easier to release when we don't have a huge attachment. So even the good things, so even the plans that we have, even plans to work with a certain crystal, or plans to go out with a friend, or plans to see a movie, or even plans to spend the night by ourselves and have some relaxing time, some relaxing alone time. And I know those of you who are here are probably sensitive souls, and if you're like me, you love your alone time. So even plans to have alone time that go awry, if we make the plans without attaching so strongly to them, when they change, when things come up, when somebody needs us, when it's an emergency, all those things that can come up to disrupt our plans, it can be easier to let go because we're not so attached to it. And of course, later this week or sometime this week, I plan, and loosely plan, to show you how to do it with the crystal, to show you how to let go and actually cut ties to the toxic stuff. I'm really excited to bring that to you. I used it on my fast day. I had a fast day. It was a holiday on Monday, and I used my Novaculite. I have a special personal one, which I plan on showing you, to cut away whatever it is that I needed to release. And that's a big part of what the holiday is to let go of the old and make way for the new. And it happens at the time of our new year. And you know, it's funny because there's something else that's coming to tell you that's cultural as well. In my culture, when we make plans, there's a saying that we say, and in English it loosely translates to without promise. So whatever plans we make, we say without promise, which means we know that things can happen in life. You know, I think I'm going to, try and remember that more often. It's beautiful, some of our cultural traditions and how wise and meaningful they are. So that's it. Oh, letting go is hard, yeah. It's hard for all of us. Letting go is hard for all of us. It's part of the human experience. We get so attached, yeah. But we got the crystals. Hang in there and stay tuned, because I'm going to show you a way to do it physically and spiritually and meditatively. I'm going to show you a way, a simple way. It takes a minute. And it's really powerful, helps a lot. So in the meantime, connect to the energy of this water dragon, and maybe I'll come back with it and do a crystal blessing so we can really connect to the energy of this stone and feel its gift energetically. Because whatever I'm going to say is going to be nothing compared to what the crystal has to show us and to share with us. So yeah, I'll hold on to this and at some point come back and do a crystal blessing. And I'll try and do it here. I've been trying to upload my videos here and I haven't been able to. So this live is my workaround. So instead of recording and uploading the videos, I'm doing the lives because Instagram isn't letting me upload my videos lately. So if you want to keep up to date with my videos, you can always check YouTube. I upload them all there. And I also have a private Crystal Blessings group on Facebook. I have my main Song of Stones page. And I also have the Crystal Blessings private group, which you're welcome to join and ask questions and get into deeper conversations there, because it's a private group and everybody that's there is a crystal lover and crystal person, so we all get it and we can speak freely there. Thank you so much for being here. I really loved having the energy of all you guys here. Many blessings.